First of all, welcome to class, and I'm recording now. So, somebody's yelling in the background there. Journal number 1, you should have your grade and your feedback. Okay, so check Edmodo for your corrections and grade. But remember, there are about 4 of you that didn't do the assignment. So if you didn't do the assignment, you get a 0 because you didn't do it. So make sure you do every assignment. Don't forget, okay? You have to submit them. You've got to give them to me. Okay. So we ended with my story last time. So let's look at that, and then we'll do some more exercises to practice full sentences and also making lists with and using commas as well. All right, so let's take a look at the last exercise from Tuesday. My story. Okay, Peng, do you want to help us out here? So remember, it's missing verbs. So what verbs do we need? And also we need to pay attention if it's for one thing, like my name or an I, right? So looking at our subjects and making sure our verbs match our subject. So Peng, help us out here.
Is.
Okay.
Am.
Good.
Study.
No,
study?
I
I think speak. Yeah, I think speak's better, right? My name is Sarah. I am from Canada. I speak English, some German, and a little Spanish. Let's keep going. How about May? I what at MITT?
I teacher.
Yeah. I teach at MITT. Now, maybe you could say study if she's a student.
Mm-hmm.
If she's a teacher, yeah, she teaches. If she's a student, you'd say I study at MITT. Okay. Keep going, May.
Living.
Nope,
Live.
just live, right? I live
Yeah.
in Winnipeg.
Live.
Yeah.
I don't have. I don't have.
I don't have children. Okay. I
Have a dog.
I have a dog. What about waking up early?
Usually no.
No, you need a verb. So you could say I like waking up early, or maybe because we don't know, maybe she doesn't like waking up early, right?
Oh.
So I like waking up early, or I don't like waking up early. Depends, right? It could be both.
I like.
Yeah. And probably I like to travel to many countries.
I want to.
Or want. Yeah, it could be want.
Mm-hmm.
I want to visit many countries. I like to visit many countries. I love to visit many countries. Any of those would be good. Right? Depends. Okay, good. We're going to write a story about Jimmy. And you have some words you can use to write about Jimmy. So let's see what you did. What can we say about Jimmy? Try to make as many sentences as possible.
His name is Jeremy.
Okay. His name is Jimmy.
Jeremy. He is from Thailand.
He's from Thailand. Yeah. Let's try someone else. Let's go to Gavin. Gavin, what else can we say about Jimmy? So his name is Jimmy. He is from Thailand. What else? Pardon me?
He is a student.
Good. He is a student. What about his daughter? What would you say about his daughter? He
Yes.
He is one doctor.
No, not he is. He has.
He
Oh,
has
he
one.
You have, right? You have children, right?
okay.
So he, we change have to has.
Oh,
That's
okay.
he. So he has one daughter.
He has two cats.
Exactly. He has two cats, same as daughter or son or children. You have pets. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. How about Mary?
Oh, he like
Likes. Don't forget the S. Likes.
he likes steak rice.
He likes sticky rice. Or you could also say he likes to eat.
He likes to eat.
Guys, both would be okay. How do you think he feels about homework?
He do homework every day.
You do?
He,
You do?
no. He does
He does.
homework every day.
Every day. Good. He does homework every day.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Here use does. Here use does because he
He.
seldom present.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So he, she, or it does. Everything else would be do. I do, you do, we do, etc. Okay, the two more things, MITT and find a job. How about Xiaoliang? Xiaoliang Zhang.
He is study at the MITT.
He study? No, he studies
That he studies.
at MITT. Right? Not he study, he studies. Okay, I study, you study, we all study. Okay, but he, she, it, again, same as does, studies. Okay, last one is find a job. Lee, what do you think about find a job?
She likes
He
she
Wants. He
Probably wants.
he wants
wants
to
to
need
need a job.
job.
Well, I'd say he wants to find a job.
A job.
Yeah, he wants to find a job. He needs to find a job.
Mhm.
Whatever, right?
So
Who's talking? What is that? Who is that? What is that? Who's talking? Can you turn off your microphone? It's Ma. Okay, Ma. Ma,
Ma,
turn off your microphone.
关掉你的麦克风。
Loud, or go to a different room. Please. Okay.
老马，关
turn your
麦
microphone
克
off.
风。
Or go to a different room. It's too loud. Too loud. Okay. Let's move on. Let's go to our next topic. Let's go to Edmodo, and I'll add a few more. We'll do a bit of a review. No, we're going to talk about lists with and then we'll do a little bit of a review. Okay. Lists with and. Review of simple sentences. Okay, so let's go to Edmodo right now. I'm going to put it up right now. So what happens when we have more than one thing that we want to talk about in a sentence? We use and. Sometimes we need to use commas. So let's do that. Okay, so the first thing is lists with and.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, Pang.
Shall scream.
Yeah, 1 second, please. 1 second.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Now you can find it. Go to Edmodo and you will find it now.
Okay.
There's 2 attachments, Mr. Peng.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. So lists with and review. So go to the Edmodo site and please download both of those documents. You can download them right here by pressing download. Okay, so please find that. And then I got a quick little PowerPoint to go over and review lists with and. Okay, so I'll share my screen here. We'll talk about how we can use and when we write sentences, how to use it correctly. So the first thing is nouns. So nouns are people, a person, a place, a thing. Here's some examples: a house, a boat, a desk, a dog, a car. Could be an idea like love. That's pretty advanced. Okay, so it's things. Things, places, like Winnipeg is a noun, Kevin is a noun, school is a noun, MITT is a noun, etc. Verbs, of course, are actions or the be verb, right? So drinking or eating, dancing, laughing, pulling a donkey, strange one, cooking, watching TV, eating, right? Traveling, those are actions. Then, of course, we have adjectives, right, which describe nouns. So this is a yellow school bus, or it's a long bus. It's a big man. It's a wet cat or a messy cat, right? We put words to describe, to give more information about a noun. So let's use how to use the word and when we write sentences. So the first thing is a noun and then another noun. For example, I like apples and bananas. 2 things. No comma, because there's 2 things. I like apples and bananas. Simple. So what would we do here? Who and who are superheroes?
Superman.
Superman. And Batman.
Oh, Batman.
Superman and Batman are superheroes. Okay, simple, right? Then we go to, how about this? Or let's try another example. I want to go to and. So I want to go to
I want
South Korea.
Busan
and
Japanese.
no,
Japan.
just Japan. Yeah, Japanese is the language.
Sorry.
It's okay. Japan's the country. Remember, 2 nouns, right? So I want to go to Korea and Japan. Okay, let's go to verb and verb now. How do we do that? So we can say they go to school and study English. 2 verbs, go and study. So how about this guy? In the morning, the boy, what?
Choose.
Oh.
Rush choose.
Oh.
the D.
Brushes his teeth
Okay.
and his hair's wet. And what?
Shower.
Take a shower.
Good, and takes a shower, exactly. Okay, so a verb is, right, he brushes his teeth and takes a shower, right? So in the morning, the boy brushes his teeth and takes a shower. So again, and 2 verbs. Then we have adjective and adjective. So you could say the winter in Winnipeg is long and cold. Right? We're talking about winter, describing winter. So it's long and cold. Okay. Now, what about if we have three nouns? Right now we need to use commas. So I have an apple, comma, an orange, and a banana. You can put a comma there too if you want. In fact, I probably would do that. An apple, comma, an orange, comma, and a banana. What about verbs? Well, you could say she brushes her hair, comma, puts on makeup, comma, and gets dressed.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know why brushy is plural s and puts plural s.
It's no, it's not plural, it's she.
Oh,
She, one person, one singular. She brushes, she puts on makeup, and she gets dressed. That's why we have S's, because it's she.
so
I would say,
anytime
I brush my hair, put on makeup.
ES
so anytimes a sold person
Yeah.
plural s.
Yeah, so for brush, it's ES because it ends in SH. So whenever a verb ends in SH, we add ES.
I know.
Here S and here S. But if it's I, no ES. I brush, I put, I get.
Okay.
Okay. Last one is if you have three adjectives. So same. Put a comma there. My dog is black, comma, friendly, comma, and crazy. So three adjectives about describing the dog. What is the dog, right? Okay, so that's a little review, just a reminder on how to use and in a sentence. So let's go to the first outline or the first exercise, which is lists with and. Correct the mistakes. Find the mistakes. Right, so here you'd go. My teachers are Tim and Sarah, right? Find the mistakes and fix them. Here, join the sentences to make one sentence. So put these together. Look at the example. Okay? We'll put those ones together, okay? So I'll give you guys about 10 minutes to do this one, and then we'll check, okay? Where did you go? You left.
The people internet not good.
Internet not good.
Yeah, I didn't check now. I go back now.
Okay. Well, it's nice to see you back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wait for everyone to come back here. All right, let's start with the first one. Let's start with Mary.
He has a cat, no comma, and a
Good.
dog.
Yes, no comma. He has a cat and a dog. Okay. B, let's go to Lee. B, Lee.
Hi,
Hi, Lee.
my friend. My friend is visitor.
Visited. Visited.
Visitor.
Uh-huh.
Visitor Japan. Come on. For fans and
No and.
no
Yeah.
and
Good.
fans and Italy.
Italy. Okay.
Italy, Italy.
Okay, so they visited Spain, comma, France, comma, and Italy. All right. C, let's talk to Feng.
Sarah, Turf, Sophie, Kim, and Leo before.
Good. Sophie, Kim, and Leo. Okay, D, let's go to Peng.
Kim and Sarah teach English and no comma and have a test every week.
Good. Okay, now we join them together. Let's start with Jun.
He likes to eat hamburger and pizza.
Yeah, he likes to eat hamburgers and pizza. Okay, Ma.
Leo is funny and loud.
Yeah. Leo is funny and loud. All right.
Loud, yeah.
Good. Okay, C. Let's go to Xiaoliang.
My dog is first comma.
Yeah.
Samaritan
Yep.
and quiet.
Good. My dog is fast, smart, and quiet with commas. Okay, good. Keep going. Let's go to Gavin.
I visit Germany, comma, and Thailand,
No N, just Thailand. Yeah.
and comma, and Mexico.
Okay. So again, with ED, it's visited. Visited.
Visited.
Yeah.
Visited.
So I visited Germany, Thailand, and Mexico. Okay.
Mexico.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next one. Let's go to Kim.
Sarah likes to
Travel.
travel comma the camp and chicken.
And chicken?
Hike.
Hi.
Hike. Okay, so Sarah likes to travel, camp, and hike. No chicken. Okay. Okay. He has a daughter
And
Son.
and a son. All right, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's how we do with lists. So let's do two more things before our first writing assignment. Let's go back to Edmodo now. And we're going to do a verb tense review. So story version 1, and then test vocabulary. So we're going to have a test next week, Monday, and you need to know some vocabulary, some words that'll be on the test. So we'll do a bit of practice with that. Let's start with the story. So download the story and then the test vocabulary. Okay, so it's Hera's story. Hera's story. So this is the information about Hera. Here, use this information and put the right verbs to finish each sentence. So read this first, then finish this with the right verbs. Okay? After that, you'll go to the test vocab. Oh, we didn't do the review yet. Oh, shit. Yeah, we'll do that first. Then we'll go back and do the review. So there's a review here underneath. We didn't do the review yet. Mother. Review. So, find the mistakes with capital letters and punctuation. Find them and correct them like this. Here, find the subject and the verb with 1 line and 2 lines. Write sentences with the words below. You can use more words if you want. You can use more words than just these 3. Okay? So that's your review. So do the story and Okay, hello guys. I felt like the last part of class maybe was a little fast. So I'm going to go through the last 3 activities we did in class today, just as a review. So we'll start with the story of the guy named Hera. So I'll share my screen here and we'll go through the answers a little bit slower because I want to make sure everything was clear and we've understood everything. Okay, so here we go. So we read this story about this guy named Hera, and he's talking like it's him talking here, right? My name is, I come from. So then we're changing it to being about Hera and changing our verbs to match the subjects. So we said his name is Hera, right? He comes with an S, comes from Mexico, right? He is Mexican and he speaks Spanish. So again, let's just not forget our S's, right? With verbs like this, comes, speaks. So let's not forget that when we have a first person singular, like he, she, and it, we need an S on our verbs. So here he studies, right? So with a Y verb, we change it to IES. So he studies at the University of Manitoba. His wife and he, well, they live. Now it's changing to they, right? His wife and he would be they. It's 2 people. So no S on the verb live. Again, it's they, and we'd say they have a cat and a dog. He, now we go back to singular, he likes, so an S, and his wife also is 1 person, so we can also use likes. Okay? What else do we have here? They love to travel. Back to they, so no S on love. And what do they want to do? Well, they want to travel around the world, right? So that doesn't change. So we and they would both just go with want with no S. Okay, so that's a little review of just a reminder of how to use our verbs with our subjects in the present tense. Okay, next document is the review. So again, looking at capitals and punctuation. Right, so we don't want a word like name to have a capital if it's not the first word in the sentence. So right, so her name is Lucy. She is from Vietnam. That's okay. Vietnamese is a language, so we want that to be a capital V, right? This is okay. She lives in Canada now. She studies English. So as a language, again, just like Vietnamese, capital E. Her friends are from Brazil. So Brazil is a country. So again, capital B. Now we're missing a period here. Don't forget your periods. Make sure also you have a space between the period and the next sentence. So she speaks English. Friends doesn't need to be capitalized, right? There's no reason for that. So make that a small f. She likes to speak English. That's okay. Would need a capital letter. It's the beginning of a sentence. So she doesn't like to do. And homework is just a normal noun. So we don't need a capital there. And this looks like a question. And student doesn't need a big S. Is Lucy a good student? Small s. And then this is a question, right? Is Lucy a good student? Yes or no? So make sure that we are using the right punctuation. And here we're using a question mark. Okay, so subjects and verbs. So many students in Sarah's class. That is your subject. It's a longer subject, right? But this is a big long noun with many words that forms the subject. So we're talking about many students in Sarah's class. Then your verb here, of course, would be are, Chinese. Here, the subject is just about Kim. And the verb, of course, has an S, comes from Vietnam. Here we have two people that form the subject, so ma and yue, so it's kind of like they. So we'll say do not instead of does not, right? Because they requires a plural verb. So do not speak English well. Edna is your subject here. And it's a negative, so now it changes to doesn't. And study, so no IES, no S on the verb if there is a does or doesn't in front of it. Last, easily, subject I, and then of course your main verb is want. Now your other verbs, you have want to eat and want to drink. And here's another example of how to use and, right, in between two verbs. Okay, so that's just a quick review. Here you could make your own sentences. So you can add more words if you like. You could say we like fishing. You could add a time like in the summer or on the weekends or something like that, right? If you wanted to. Here we'd say that Feng would be our subject. Feng comes from China, big C and a period. So not married, so we need to say that Yue, we need to add a verb here. So Yue is not married, right? You could say he is single. Here we're talking about what can your brother do, right? What's his ability? So my brother can speak Japanese. And lastly, of course, and we'd say have 2 children. Okay. And that's the end of our review with our simple sentences, our verbs, and capitalization and punctuation. Okay, one more. And this is just test language. So whenever we write a test, online tests are a little different. So we won't use all these words. You don't need to understand all of them, but for the future, it's a good idea to understand test words. So these are common words that you'll find on tests, especially for instructions. So to circle, I think I saved this. Okay, here I have a circle here, right? You can see that. Normally on a test, it would look something like this, right? You would put the circle around the correct answer. So here it says circle and name of a country. Well, that would be Canada. And that's what it means to put a circle around something. Underline is different. So you can use the underline feature up here. Right there, it even says underline, I think. Yep, underline. So underline the word flower. Well, here you can see that it's been underlined, and that's done up here by pressing that button. Okay, so we filled in the blanks. We said, I like to something. So we just need to finish the sentence. So we said, eat hamburgers, period. And then it was also, I don't like. So you don't like what? I don't like to what? I don't like to go swimming or something. Whatever you don't like, right? So that's how we finish or fill in the blank. So this is a blank, right? Here's a blank. It means that it needs an answer. We need to write something there. Match opposite, right? So matching means like drawing a line between two things. Opposite means like the complete different, the other side of something. So cold and hot would be opposites, right? Good and bad would be opposite. Black and white and near and far, right? They're opposites. Okay, now if you see choose 2 words from the box and write a sentence, so you could choose like, you could choose study, you could choose grammar, you could even choose more than 2 words. I like to study grammar. Maybe you have my and you have friend and you have student. You could say my friends are students, right? So that just means choose any 2 words and write a sentence. So you have lots of options here. There were some mistakes here. So this should be a big S, right? Students, level 1 is an official name, big L. We never say like study. You got to have a 2 in between those verbs, like to study English. And of course, don't forget your period. Punctuation is always important. Okay, so that's it. So we'll see you guys on Monday morning for our quizzes. So just a reminder, we have a quiz that goes over the grammar we studied this week and last week. Then there'll be a writing assignment where you will write some sentences using some simple present verbs. and using and, making a list using and using commas. Okay, so make sure you just review everything that we've done so far so you're prepared for the test and the writing assignment on Monday. And have a great day, guys. Have a good weekend and stay safe.